forbidden dance.
Hey Chris, would you come back?
Where I live in Clifton Springs, there's laws against that sort of dancing. You have to dance at arm's length. Over here they're all... Sorry, young fella. I hope you haven't been a witness to this sort of lasciviousness.
I got divorced about 4 years ago.
Yes.
And I had a girlfriend then for 3 years, and we actually went out to Kushti's. Kushti's is up on Heinley Street, and there was, I think it was part of this festival, blues festival last year.
Mm-hmm.
And just 1 week before that, I actually had the first blues lesson with Morel. I don't know whether you know Morel, she teaches blues dancing. The first blues lesson. And my girlfriend, she was a bit tired from dancing, so we danced at Kushti's until about 10 o'clock. And we were dancing a little bit. And then suddenly I saw Karen standing there with some friends, and there was like the beacon of light shining on her. It really was. And I thought, wow. And she was moving, you know how she moves, you saw her on Sunday. Very sensual. And so my girlfriend was tired, she went home. And I stayed a bit longer. We took 2 cars because often we taking 2 cars when we go dancing because she's getting tired. Mm-hmm. So then I asked Karen for a dance, and whoa, I really love dancing with her.
I think I saw him first, but you can never be sure.
Well, he does it the other way.
Does he? Yeah, I was standing with a group of friends, and we were on the edge of the dance floor, and we were just watching the dancers, and we saw this couple dancing amazingly, and we all just went, oh, we want to do that. Where did he learn that?
Yes.
Yeah. So one of the girls that was with us, I think she went over and asked him where he learned blues. He said, oh, I've only had 1 lesson. And we've gone, no way.
So how did the relationship progress? Take us from night 1.
Night 1, that was Kushti. saw him dancing, decided I want to learn to do that.
You danced with him that night?
I danced with him that night. He came and asked me to dance, and I just went, I don't know how to do what you do. And he said, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
We had this connection then, we developed this huge connection already then.
I danced amazingly. It just was so natural. It was incredible. Even doing double arm drops, which I think you've seen us do, I'd only done them in class once or twice with the teacher. But I knew there's a signal for it. So I knew when he put me into that position, I looked at him and said, really? And he said, if you want. Down I went to the floor. Yeah.
Wonderful.
So I had that trust straight away. I felt very comfortable.
Yeah.
So we danced for 2 or 3 dances, and I actually thought she was there with her partner or his boyfriend or husband, because she was dancing with another guy, Tony.
I was there with a dancing friend, and we've had a bit of a connection, but only on the floor.
So then she said, I'm going to have a break. And I said, that's okay. And said, maybe I can ask you for a dance a bit later. Anyway, she was dancing with this other guy again. I thought, well, if that's her partner, I better don't go near it. So about 12 o'clock, I got ready to go. And I said to her, I see you, hopefully see you some other time on the floor. And she said, I thought we have another dance. I said, wow. So, and I usually take a few T-shirts with me for changing. So I got my shirt off and put the T-shirt on.
In front of her? Or you
No,
you had the decorum to duck off.
Went to the bathroom, duck off to the bathroom, got
Fresh
changed and just freshened up a little bit, and then we danced for another about a half an hour. It was beautiful.
And then from there, he walked me to my car, which was very nice, very gentlemanly. We mentioned where we danced and places that we went to, and I mentioned that I was going to the casino.
On Wednesday, the Lucky Seven were playing there. They used to play every Wednesday, now they play every Thursday at the casino, in the balcony bar. And she said she's child-free, so her children were in the Riverland with their parents, and she was going to come along as well.
So I was out and about. Yeah, so I saw him at the casino, and he was with his dancing partner.
But I said to her that I'm there with my dance partner, my usual dance partner, which was Anita.
Yes.
So I had a girlfriend who I danced with, and then I had a dance partner who I did lessons with, swing lessons, and we did some Argentinian tango as well. And with Jelena, with my girlfriend, I mainly did ballroom dancing, and we also did ballroom competition dancing.
I see. So you were there with your dance partner?
Yes.
Anita?
At the casino, yes. So Anita and I, we danced very well together, but there was no chemistry between us in terms of love, I guess.
And he offered to dance with me and show me off to everybody, and he said, you will be very busy dancing for the rest of the night. You know, he said, I'll show all these other men that you can dance really well, and they'll be all coming over to ask you to dance.
Anita was a little bit late. Karen was there, and then I said, there were some other ladies there which knew Karen, and then Karen asked about me, and the lady said, he's quite okay, he's safe, you know.
Nice fella.
Girls talk.
Nice guy.
Yes. And then I asked Karen for a dance, and we had one dance, and Anita came, and I said to her, probably I won't have another dance with you because I got this date with Anita, this dancing date. Anyway, then Anita and I, we danced all night, and actually the first dance what we had, I said to her, I'm going to show you off, because then guys will ask you for dancing, because the music was going a little bit.
Yes.
And then I did some Irish dancing, and there's one sort of sequence what's called Show the Lady. And I said, I just show the lady. And so we danced, and she was presented around the dance floor.
So you showed Karen off?
I did. I showed her off.
But near the end of the night, all I wanted was to dance with him one more time. There's something very special that happens when Lothar and I dance together. And I wanted to feel that again. So I sort of looked at my watch, I caught his eye, and I went, going home soon. So he asked his dance partner if he could just sneak another one with me before I left. Yeah, and that was very special. And that's when I knew then, I thought, this is not just a normal dance. I could feel a pull and this very strong connection.
We danced, there was a slower bluesish sort of music, and I said to her, gee, this dancing is like sex without having intercourse. And she looked at me, because it's exactly what she feels as well.
I think I was prepared in some regards because I've done a lot of personal development work. I've done a lot of research on myself and worked out what's important to me, what I value, what I need. And so when I saw it or experienced it, not particularly on that night, but as our relationship progressed, it was yes, yes, yes.
So yeah, it was really love at first sight for me, and for her at the casino it happened.
Wow.
We fell in love.
Has it been like that with everything with Lothar?
With Lothar?
That easy, that natural?
Mostly. Probably 90% of it.
And tell me about the conversations. You talk as much as you dance, or what
Me?
do you
Actually,
do? What do you do
I don't
most
talk
together?
much. I don't talk much at all. She talks most of the time.
You're a good
She's
listener.
a very good conversationist. Yeah.
You're a good conversationist.
I'm a
if you
good listener. I like listening to her. She's a very smart woman.
Yes.
She's a very spiritual
Well,
woman, and
tell me about Karen.
there's a lot to learn from her.
What does Karen do, and what are her interests?
Karen's interest is her children. She has got 2 children, 15 and 12. That's her main
Focus.
job, I suppose.
Focus,
and,
yeah.
Focus, that's right. And it's very hard because she hasn't been living with a man for 11 years. She had boyfriends. So it's very hard for her to bring up 2 children on her own as a single mother. So she's quite stressed out about that. But she's doing an amazing job.
So she's a hard worker.
Very hard worker, yeah. Yeah, always her children are her number one. Yeah.
Bringing him into an established family is tricky, and we're all working hard at that. But everything else, if it was just Lothar and I, almost don't even need to speak. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And just briefly on Chris Wilson.
Yes.
You'd never seen Chris Wilson before that, no?
I saw him the night before at the Duke Joint.
Yes.
So I saw him on the Saturday night.
Yes.
And loved his music there. We had already planned to go to Semaphore on the Sunday as well, just to make the most of the Blues Festival. And because he was playing with Sweet Baby James and Rob Ayers, it was, a must.
Chris Wilson blew me away at the Juke Joint when he took out his mouse harp and he just blew it, and he blew me away with it. Beautiful.
So you went not knowing anything about him?
Well, Karen, she heard about him, and I only heard from him through her. And so I expected something, quite special, but not that special. He is absolutely great. And I think what makes him great is that he's passionate about what he does. Once he blows that blues harp there, then he's in a different world.
Yeah.
He's on a different planet.
They were really sensational. Fortunately, the club wasn't packed as it often is, which gave that little bit more room on the floor.
So you're familiar with Semaphore Workers?
Oh my gosh, yes. That's almost been one of my teething grounds. I learned to become a woman that can go out on her own because of that place, that venue. I felt safe there. I developed a number of different friends so that if I had to go out on my own, which eventually is what happens when you're single, you have single girlfriends, but they end up with partners, and then those partners want to go to a different venue, and so I was like, I'll have to go on my own. I'll have to learn how to do that. So that's what I did. And Semaphore Workers Club I've been to quite a lot on my own.
But Chris Wilson, he was absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I like to see him again. He's coming back in January, he was saying. Yeah, looking
Real
forward to
talent.
it.
And on that note, I'll say, Lothar, thank you very much. It's been absolutely fascinating.
Absolute pleasure.
Is that right?
Thank you, yes.
Platform 1, leaders, push 1, trying to party, platform 1, single, platform 1.